Welcome to the problem-solving module. In the lessons to come, we're going to look at ways that you can use the visual processing of ideas to become better at solving real and important problems. To get things started, we will look at problem solving from the zoomed-out big picture view, before zooming in to look at the role that visual notes can play to help you first understand and then solve the problems that you face. Let's get into it. One generalized way of thinking about problem solving is through the visual metaphor of a puzzle. When you first start working on a puzzle, the situation you face is an unorganized set of pieces, not oriented in the way that they need to be oriented, and maybe even with some pieces concealing parts or all of other pieces. Our goal is to get to know those pieces well enough and move them around in such a way that creates the whole completed picture. Whatever it takes to get from the starting situation to the desired outcome, we call problem solving. That puzzle metaphor is a useful starting point in thinking about problem solving, but I think it will also be helpful to break down the process of problem solving into more distinct stages. So let's do that now. Stage 1 of the problem-solving process requires gaining a deep understanding of the current situation. If you don't have a solid grasp on what's going on right now of the pieces that you have in front of you, then you'll be less effective at influencing those pieces in a positive way. Equally important is knowing where you want to go, which you should define in stage 2. Make sure to create a clear picture of the desired outcome. With an actual puzzle, that's pretty easy because you just look at the top of the box that the pieces came in. But in real life, it's likely more complicated and will take some thought and effort to paint a clear enough picture of what solved looks like for the problem at hand. So in stages 1 and 2, you gain a deep understanding of the problem and then create a picture that tells you what solved will look like. In the third stage, you actually develop the steps that will get you from here to there. You make a plan of action for solving the problem. In stage 4, you follow that plan as you carry out the steps. It's worth pointing out those two distinct stages. It's much less effective to just start walking blindly in the general direction of success. Better to make a plan first. Map out the route before you get started on your journey. Hopefully, after stage 4, you've arrived at the desired outcome. If you have, great. If not, that's okay too, because the last stage, stage 5, is when you can reflect on how things went and refine your problem-solving process for next time. There is a reason that I chose a cyclical icon for this module on problem solving. It's because we rarely face a problem just once in our lives. In most cases, we will end up facing either the exact same problem or a very similar one at various times in the future. For that reason, it's worth the time to do that reflecting and refining so that you're more prepared to tackle that problem with grace and relative ease the next time you come up against it. And as you might guess, visual notes can help you at each stage of this process. Your visual thinking skills will help you to understand your current situation, create a picture of where you're going, develop those steps to get there, even help you to hold yourself accountable while carrying out those steps, and then reflecting and refining for when you tackle this problem the next time. Your visually trained brain can help you all along the way. To see these stages in action in a less abstract way, what we'll be doing in the next lesson is looking at the example of habit change so that we can see how visual notes might be applied in a specific situation. We'll follow that up with a one-page process summary for problem solving that will provide you with all of the prompts you'll need to weave in your own visual note-taking tools to whatever problems you find yourself working on. For now, what I'd like you to do as a follow-up to this video is simply make a list of the challenges that you currently face that you would like to apply your visual thinking skills toward. don't worry just yet about making big plans and starting to solve those problems. For now, just get that list down so that you can have those challenges in mind as you watch the next lesson.